For decades, Africa has been shown to the world through a single narrow lens, a lens of poverty, a lens of suffering, and a lens of need. Turn on international media and you will see the same images repeated again and again. Hungry children, broken roads, mud houses, and crisis. But recently, something unexpected happened. A young content creator, Ishowspeed, came to Africa and without script, without filters, without agendas, he showed the real Africa.
It's amazing. Looking at the beautiful, majestic city of Kenya, man. I really hope we're not lagging right now. But if we're not, this is honestly beautiful, chat. Hi, George. This is amazing, guys. Look at Kenya, bro. We're 17,000 subs away, man. Holy crap. This is Nairobi City. Nairobi City.
And what the world saw shocked many people. Scroll through social media platforms or open charity advertisements. Ishowspeed didn't arrive with a documentary crew or a political mission. He came with a camera, curiosity, and raw energy. What he captured wasn't staged. It wasn't edited to fit a narrative. It wasn't designed to attract sympathy. He showed modern cities, vibrant cities, high-rise building, fast internet, luxury cars, malls, music, nightlife, culture, joy, and confidence. He showed Africans laughing, working, living, hustling, creating just like anywhere else in the world. And that alone made people uncomfortable. As his video spread, something interesting happened. TikTok, YouTube, and X. People outside Africa began to say things like, look at this.
Man, this whole time, bro, they made us fucking think Africa was such a poor country, bro. Such a place you wouldn't want to be at, bro. And Speed is single-handedly changing my perspective on life. Like the music in Africa, the culture, everything, every single aspect of Africa just makes my insides feel so good, bro. And it makes me just want to leave America. Bro, I feel like America is the trap. America is the trap. The American dream is the trap. Everybody else is free, but not free from America. America's the problem, bro. America's the fucking problem. And I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. Like, Speed, thank you, bro.
I didn't know Africa looked like this. They lied to us. Why were we never shown this side? Some were genuinely shocked. Others were confused. And some refused to believe it all. Because for many people outside the continent, Africa has only ever been presented as poor. Can you imagine that? They brainwashed people to believe that Africa is poor. This was so wrong. And a lot of people are asking, so Africa has cars, so Africa has nice buildings, so Africa has electricity, Wi-Fi. You know, because all they were shown was that Africa was poor, hungry children, people living in mud houses. They only showed the poor part. They didn't show the city. They go looking for people who are poor in the village. That's the side you are shown of Africa. But Ishowspeed has shown every side of Africa. And everyone is shocked, like, what the fuck? So all this time we were brainwashed to think that Africa is poor, which is not true.
If you watch Speed go to Africa and your biggest takeaway was that, oh my God, it's not just huts and mud, that's not awareness, buddy. That is straight ignorance. That image of Africa, it didn't come from nowhere. It came from what you were taught, what you never questioned, and what you were always comfortable believing. Shame on you, bro.
From a young age, many people are conditioned to associate Africa with charity, not opportunity, with survival, not success, with struggle, not innovation. This narrative benefits certain systems. It justifies exploitation, it creates a false sense of superiority, and it keeps Africa boxed into a single story. But Africa is not one country. It is 54 nations, over 1.4 billion people, different economies, cultures, lifestyle, and realities. Yes, poverty exists, just like it exists in America, Europe, and Asia. But poverty is not the definition of Africa. Ishowspeed didn't deny struggle. He simply refused to let struggle be the only story. When Africa is shown as modern, confident, and rising, it disrupts long-held beliefs. It forces uncomfortable questions. Why was this hidden? Who benefits from Africa looking weak? Why isn't African success celebrated the same way? A strong Africa challenges global power dynamics. A self-sufficient Africa changes trade, politics, and perception. And perception is powerful. That's why unfiltered content like this matters. Not because it is perfect, but because it is honest. Right now, millions of people are reacting to this. Let's take a look at what people are saying.
Y'all probably wondering why I'm crying. I've been watching Speed streams, and I'm seeing all the love that he's getting in Angola. He's in South Africa, and he's getting massive amount of love, and the way that he was treated in Europe was disgusting. But to see him be a black man from the United States of African descent and be able to go back to the continent and be treated like a human by civilized African people, when we've been taught that Africa is primitive, that it's dangerous, don't go back, they have this, they have that, they don't want you, they don't like you. And to see an African American man with his stature go back to the motherland and be treated with so much respect. This is what our people fought for. This is what they fought for when they fought against Jim Crow and segregation. This is what the slave revolts were about. This is what it's always been about. Is to be able to go back home to a home that you've never been and be unapologetically black and not have to think about being black. Just being able to have your natural hair and your brown skin and not be judged and not be racially profiled and not be killed. I love the love that he is getting. And I love the love that all of my African American people are getting in the continent.
Africa doesn't need to be saved. Africa needs to be seen. Not through filters, not through pity, not through truth. And sometimes all it takes is one honest camera to change the story. Bye bye guys. See you in the next video.